Right, it's time for today's Celebrity Phone Book. All this month, I promised you we'd be going panto with it, and today I stick to my promise, because today it's Cinderella, and we're off to the Playhouse in Whitley Bay. And right now, on the other end of this phone, we're going to be catching up with Dandini in a moment or two. You may better know him as having popped up in Emmerdale and Hollyoaks. He played David in Baker Grove. It's Washington-born James Hedley. James, welcome to BBC Newcastle.
Thank you very much for having me, Peter.
It must be nice for you to come home and do panto at home this year.
Oh, it's fantastic. My niece has just turned 1, so to be able to, and they live in Whitley Bay as well, so to be able to work, at home and spend Christmas at home as well is just fantastic.
Because, of course, pantomime doesn't necessarily usually recognise where home is for you. You can be, you've done pantos, in Manchester and all over the place, haven't you?
Yeah, there's never a guarantee that you can work at home, so whenever you get that opportunity, you just, you take it with both hands.
So it's the traditional Cinderella panto, and you know as well as I do, I think that there's a kind of a league table, isn't there? A food chain, if you like, of pantomimes, and Cinderella, along with Aladdin and so on, are the big ones, aren't they? These are the ones that are colourful and has all the ingredients. You've got Ugly Sisters, of course. What's it like starring with Jennifer Metcalf, who's playing Cinderella?
She's absolutely fantastic, and a pleasure to work with. It's a bit of a cliche, but the whole cast genuinely do get on very well, because obviously you're spending so much time together, and you're basically living together, sleeping together, eating together.
You spend most of your time on stage, of course, with Keith Jack, who plays the Prince. For those that aren't perhaps initiated into pantomime as such, what is the role of Dandini?
He's the aide and kind of servant to the Prince. So basically, he just looks after the Prince and does anything that the Prince needs doing. So it just keeps him in line, really, I suppose. And
I suppose far removed from your roles in Emmerdale and Hollyoaks and Baker Grove. What are your memories of working on Baker Grove? Because you played David, didn't you?
I did, yes, yeah. That was a great, fantastic. It was my first kind of regular job on telly, and again, they were a great casting crew as well. It was such a tight unit because it had been going for so long. To just come into something like that was a great opportunity for me.
And I suppose really it's proved to be a huge stepping stone for so many of our actors and celebrities. Obviously Anton Deck, spring to mind, but so many more. Jill Halfpenny and so on. So many of the people that are plying their trade now in the theatre and on our screens actually cut their teeth on Baker Grove, didn't they?
Well, they did indeed, and I think it just proves, how much talent there is in the North East, and it you don't have to move to London or anywhere else to make it, in the entertainment industry, and I think if there were more programmes like that now, just to develop the North East talent and keep it fresh, because going to drama school, etc., is very expensive, and especially with the current economic climate, we can't all afford to go to drama school, so it's
Well, you opened last Tuesday. I'm guessing the houses have been great so far. Have you enjoyed the run so far?
Oh, it's been immense. The reaction from the children and the adults alike has been, we couldn't have asked for better. The tickets are selling so well, that if anyone does want to come down and see us, then they better get in there quickly, because there's not many tickets left, which, from a performance point of view is fantastic, because know that the audience is going to be full, And
what will you be doing over Christmas? Fortunately, you're back home for Christmas, so are you going to be able to, is it going to be a family Christmas this year for a change?
It is, yes. It's going to be nice. We've got 3 shows Christmas Eve, and then we've got nothing on Christmas Day. I actually get all of Christmas Day off, so I'll see my family, see my niece, and then, see, everyone that I can, really,
Well, enjoy a fantastic Christmas Day and enjoy a fantastic remainder of the run. You're open until when? When do you run until?
We run until January the 6th.
Okay.
And the final show's on the Sunday at 1 o'clock.
All right, and I'm sure there'll be one or two funny goings on that show. Even though you'll say no, I'm sure there'll be one or two little special things coming up on the last show.
Yeah, I mean, what will happen will happen, I suppose.
It's always the best show to go to. Thank you so much for joining us this morning, James, and enjoy the rest of the run. And you can see James as Dandini in Cinderella at the Playhouse in Whitley Bay. So if you're going to a panto this year, enjoy.